yes, you should, Mr. Brown. Oh, yes, you should.
I'm so sorry, Michael. I had no idea you had company.
This is my mother, Lady Fletcher.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do?
Lady Fletcher is Sir John's wife, Mum.
Yes, dear, of course. How nice of you to drop in on us like this.
Oh, the truth is, Mrs. Brown, I didn't really drop in on you. I was invited by your son.
Really? Where did you two run into each other?
How cock? Wasn't it funny?
Amazing, quite amazing.
Because I had no idea when he said his name was Brown.
Of course, I quite understand so many Browns. Won't you sit down and have a drink? Sherry or gin or whiskey? I can recommend the sherry. It's pre-war. Oh, but then you must remember it very well. John has had this brand for years.
That's very kind of you, but I don't think I will if you don't.
Oh, it's no trouble, really. We're having a little party tonight. Such a strain on the rations, but one has to try and cope.
Yes, such a strain, isn't it, in wartime, trying to do anything in the way of entertaining. Still, if you'll forgive me, I must be wending my way home. I have people coming to see me.
Oh, well, in that case, it would be wrong of me to keep you. It's so nice to have a chance of meeting you like this, Lady Fletcher, after all this time. Naturally, I've heard so much about you from John.
It's been charming. Perhaps you'll drop in on me one day. I can't offer you sherry, I'm afraid, but if I'm lucky, I can give you a little gin.
I'd love to. I adore gin. Where are you living now, Lady Fletcher?
Oh, Grosvenor House. I've got a furnished flat.
Oh, how delightful. But how extravagant. Don't you find it costs you the earth? Oh, but then I suppose you can manage it all quite easily out of your winnings at horse racing.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been quite so lucky lately as I used to be. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Brown.
My dear, may I say how much I admire that hat?
Oh, do you? Agatara made it for me. He's so clever, don't you think?
Quite brilliant. I really must start going to him again. Well, goodbye, lady.
Diana!
Hello, John.
What is the meaning of this?
The most extraordinary coincidence, John dear. She ran into Michael in the park and she came back here without any idea in the world.
Did she?
That isn't true. She only said that to shield me. I rang her up and asked her to come round.
Silly boy, what does it matter anyway whether you rang her up or ran into her in the park? I'm afraid I have a lunatic son, Lady Fletcher. You really must forgive him.
But of course I forgive him. We've become firm friends. Haven't we, Mr. Brown?
I hope so.
He gets the most extraordinary ideas and fancies. Of course, he's at that rather awkward age, you understand. Your wife has to fly, I'm afraid, John. She has friends waiting for her.
Oh, well, remember me to him, will you?
I will. How are you, John?
Very well, thank you, Diana. How are you?
Ooh, bearing up.
I must apologize to you profoundly if this incident has caused you any embarrassment.
Oh, but not at all. I've enjoyed it.
Show Lady Fletcher out, Michael.
Okay.
Well, goodbye, John.
Goodbye, Diana.
Nice seeing you again. And don't be too angry with your son, Mrs. Brown. Oh, he means awfully well, you know.